Hey everybody, Bill in Thailand. Welcome back. So for this episode, I'm going to show just a little of the second table construction. Basically what you see now and then a finished product. So I've got all of the parts cut and laid out to build this table. Be exactly the same as that one. So I will come in and do the assembly here starting today. It is a rainy day here in this area of Thailand. Monsoon water, moisture coming in from Vietnam and Laos. And it's just gonna be a wet afternoon. So I'm gonna be in this room with air conditioning on and just relax and have some fun. What I'll do once I get this table put together is I will take it and my first table outside. And by outside, it's sort of a covered patio porch kind of thing near where the truck is parked. It's pretty flat. And I'll set the two up, make sure I've got good height alignment, and that will be where I will do some of the basic modeling. I won't leave them up. I'll just kind of show how this is starting to take shape. And then I'll get into some other stuff as well in this video. So stick around and see this one come together, see these two go together, and then see what else I can do. Oh yeah, before I end this piece of the video, so I started with 2 sheets of this type of plywood. And I still have 2 8-foot strips, 4 inches wide. Those will be like the sides of the third piece for the portable layout. Got a little pile of offcuts in the back that I can get 45s out. I can get different pieces still. So, 2 portable tables and 1 permanent table out of 2 pieces of plywood. Not too shabby. So I'm going to be picking up some plywood here, probably another 2, maybe probably 3 sheets, I think. And see how far that gets me. I think that will actually be enough to do everything that I've got here. Still need to get a little bit more hardware before I get too far along as well. I'm running low on some of the bolts. This is how hardware comes in a lot of packaging here. So I'm going to go to the home store maybe this afternoon when it's raining and pick up some additional items that I need, as well as some additional hinges. I don't have enough to do another one after this one, so I'll pick up 4 more packs and then I can get the other 2 tables done. So anyway, I am rambling. I will get started on this and show you the end of the day, and this table is pretty much together. I am at the point where tomorrow I will get the hinges in, flip it over, add that cross piece between the legs, that little retainer, and this one will be done. So I'll show you the finished product, like I said, and I'll get the other table out to kind of show you how this is going to look as I move on to table 3 after I buy some more sheets of plywood. I think I'm going to get 3 sheets of plywood because I still have 2 more tables to build here for the portable, and then 2 larger tables to build yet for the permanent end scale. So show you a little bit more as I get it a little bit more along here. Okay, got the second one finished. Just finished putting on the centerpiece and my little hold down. So I'm gonna flip it over and get those bolts out and ready, and then set this one up. Take a look how the finished product looks, but it is identical to the other one. So I need to get more lumber so I can start doing the 3rd and 4th one. But easy build, it doesn't really take that long, just a little bit of time here and there over a couple of days, and you get it knocked out easy. You could probably get all 4 of them knocked out in one day if you really were determined. So anyway, let me flip it over and let's take a look at the finished product. All right, I think I'll take a couple of minutes here and show you how to set these up. Most times when I'm taking them to shows, I'm going to be
having at least more than myself, so I'm going to have help. I have no doubt about it. But when I'm working around the house here on them, and if I need to set them up and take them down, I'll show you how I can do it. Pretty straightforward. So I'll kind of walk you through it real quick here. So in transport position, I've got the cross piece on the legs to kind of hold them so that, you know, when I pick it up, they don't move. That's easy. Just sort of spin that out of the way. That's done. Now I'll take a couple of bolts, go to either end of the layout, makes no difference, lift up, spin the leg into position, and then work to finesse putting the bolt in, which it's easier said than done. There, that one's in. There's going to be a layout on top, so everything's going to be from underneath. And what I'll do is I'll just wait until I get the other end up, and then I can come back in and put that in. Same thing on the other side here. Lift up, legs swing in position, take the bolt, put it in, adjust the leg ever so slightly to get the bolt through the hole. That's what adds the good stability to this, is that it's a nice tight fit. There, it slid right in. Then for each of these, just come in from underneath, washer, and wing nut. Few spins. It doesn't have to be super tight because the bolt is tight into the hole. It just has to hold it in place. All right, that side's done. Do the other side real quick here. There we have it. The table is ready to be connected together, run trains, have some fun with it. This piece, little propeller, kind of running underneath. It will be out of sight, except for little kids looking up from underneath. Not a problem. Table is solid. Not going to worry about it, and tables, when I have the layout and the configuration, they will be bolted together. It's not going anywhere. So short and sweet. I went shopping the other day and went to one of the home centers that I like to go to called Home One. Picked up 5 sheets of plywood. The first 2 are thin sheets that I'm going to use for the cookie cutter portion of the permanent layout once I get the additional 2 tables built. And then behind that are 3 additional sheets of the 1/2-inch plywood, identical to this, that I can use, that I'll make the remaining 2 of the portables, and then again, these 2 sections for the permanent layout. What's up on top is what I had left over from the original 2 sheets of plywood, 8 feet long, cut those to 7, and those will be the outside frame of the next piece. So I should have plenty of material. Still have offcuts over there that I can do to make 45s, do a little ripping so I can make sort of the cross piece there that holds the legs in place. I've got plenty of material. But even this stuff, this thin plywood, is beautiful. You know, it's stained, it's ready. You can do different things on it. Quality is good on both sides. Same thing, the big plywood sheets, you know, stained, beautiful wood. So I can get started on cutting. So all 5 of those pieces of lumber set me back about $72 US total. I really don't know what lumber prices are stateside right now, especially for plywood like this. I haven't checked, but I'm guessing I got this at Price, a lot better than what I'd get in the US at this point in time. Probably each of those sheets of plywood would be, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe $25 to $30 a sheet for the 1/2 inch stuff, and then whatever the price for the others. So pretty sure I'm still saving money doing it here in Thailand. But anyway, I am going to get started, get cutting, get building, and I'll show you at the very end of this video these, along with the other 2 pieces set up outside, just to kind of show you what that's going to look like. But that's where we're at on the layouts right now. So went yesterday and bought more materials. I had been looking for 4x8 sheets of foam board and just not having really any luck. I could get very small sizes. Price was high, so ended up finding a couple of stores, actually just a few miles from here, that sell craft supplies, school supplies, different things like this. And I found sort of the dense styrofoam foam board here. So styrofoam sheets, a couple of different thicknesses, sturdy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the thinner, which is about 1.25 inches thick, I think. I haven't measured it yet. And I will put them on here. You can see I will have to cut, and it will be a little less than 2 sheets to do an entire one. So 4 tables, 8 sheets, which I have. Can do that. Some of the bigger stuff over here can be used for scenery to start building bases of mountains. Same thing for over here on the main layout once I get that farther along. And the price, pretty good. Bought some other things and I spent 20, 30, about $35 US for all of this material, and then a few other odds and ends not layout related. So pretty decent price. Considering one 4x8 sheet, approximately that thick, was about $1,200 at one of the home centers, and they were having trouble even getting current pricing on it to order them. So this I opted for. They've got plenty in stock, so if I need more, it's just a short jaunt to pick it up. But sitting pretty good. And getting ready to do some cutting of the plywood to get started on the next builds here. So I've gotten a little farther here today. I've got most materials cut. So this line of wood over here is everything I need to make one complete table, excluding hardware that I got in a lot of bags over here. This other is almost complete. I have to take another piece of plywood and rip a couple of sections so that I can get the material to make the legs. I've just got like one 33-inch long piece, and I need a few more. One piece of plywood would have made 2 complete tables, except I needed to rip off a piece 18 inches wide for a shelf that I've got in the back of the house. So if I hadn't done that, I would have had more than enough to do 2 complete portable tables out of one piece of plywood. So I've still got 2 pieces of plywood there. Again, everything's the same size as what I've got here. So I'll take another sheet out maybe tomorrow and rip it into 4-inch strips and finish off what I need for the legs. And then the rest of the material will sit, and I'll start to make my cutting list for the next tables over here. So making some progress. So as I'm doing assembly of the next 2 tables, I've also smeared a little of, not liquid nails, but here it's called Max Bond, and just smeared some on styrofoam. This is very similar to what I have seen over there, but this was the enclosure for a TV that I've mounted. So I smeared it on pretty good. Got a piece of wood just stuck on it to check for good adhesion. And
just let it sit and see if anything that's in the max bond adversely impacts the integrity of the styrofoam, i.e., dissolves it. So we'll see, and take a look at this yet before this video is done.
Well, tables 3 and 4 are well along. I ran out of bolts to do the hinges, so I stopped working on 3, switched over, and I've got the frame done on 4. I don't have wood cut for the legs, so I've got to take a piece of plywood outside, rip it into 4-inch strips, and then do some cutting so that I can make the legs for this. But getting pretty close. Once I get the hardware, it'll only take me probably an hour, and I'll have this table finished completely up. Still have to add in sort of the blocking there, and then a little piece that rotates, underneath actually. And put my cross piece in permanently on the legs. I've just got it kind of setting there as I get the hinges put in place. So it won't be long, and I will have all 4 tables done. And then I can set them up and figure out which piece will go where. Probably have to do some countersinking a little bit better, maybe in a couple of spots. But I'll figure that out once I get the table set up here after I get them completed. So getting close. And number 3 on the portable layout is complete. Just got to do number 4. Got to cut some more strips for legs and do final assembly. Then I can put it outside and stand them all up and see how it looks. Well, in the home stretch, number 4 is almost done. Just got to do the hinges and then that center attachment point for when the legs are folded. And then I can put these things out and set them up and take a look how it looks. All right, all 4 tables for the portable layout are completed. Getting ready to stand them up. I've got them inside an old room here in the old house. Just to start to do the fit, make sure I get the sides I want out, and go from here. So next shot, these standing up, and then that will do it for this video. All right, last segment. All 4 tables are up and in position. I have moved them around just a little already to make sure that I've got good alignment on the top. That is looking pretty good. Maybe shim with a folded piece of paper here and there, but otherwise I'm a happy camper. Pieces are in position. I'm going to tighten hardware on the hinges, then I'm going to start to look to get the foam block on. This room, I will not leave them set up. This is just to kind of get it in position and to start to do some work. Once I get the foam block on, everything's aligned. I've got the tables marked so that I know which one butts up against the other. I will add a little bit more hardware so that when they're in position, I can toggle bolt or wing nut again, just so that the tables are locked, and go from there. So anyway, that is it for this video. It's kind of long, but hopefully you see what I'm doing here. Anyhow, take care and keep having fun on your layouts. Until next time.